Hi, it's Beata here again, and today I would like to share with you one of my tarot decks. Yeah, because it is a tarot, but this time it's an Osho Zen Tarot. I have bought this deck quite some years ago, but to be honest I haven't used it that much as I thought I would. And recently, for the last 3-4 weeks, I have decided that okay, I will give it a second chance, and it turns out an amazing deck for me this time. So I will show you why in a moment. But let me start from the beginning. It came in such a rather big box, very sturdy, hard box in a black color with a beautiful gilded Osho Zen Tarot. Yeah, it's really sturdy box, so it's very easy to keep it. It was just some kind of card I have got, and there is a booklet. Well, actually, if I will use the word booklet, it's actually not good enough for this book, because this is a companion book. There are quite a lot of information you will have in this deck, and it's Osho Zen Tarot, or other words called Transcendental Zen Game. And each card is, well, they are of course major arcana and the 4 chords of minor arcanas. You could use this deck as a traditional tarot deck. For me, it's more like an oracle, and not so long time ago I have actually found out that it's a beautiful beautifully corresponding into as an oracle deck. But it has a 4 chords, 4 colors, or 4 elements of fire, water, clouds, and rainbows. These are the names for wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. So I will leave the book. Of course, as you can see, I have marked a few of them in here. I have started to use this deck as a daily oracle deck and monthly oracle deck, and this is experiencing. This is the card for August in this year, but I will read a little bit some examples later on. Okay, so these are the cards. As you can see, the box is really nice, sturdy, in 2 places. You will keep the cards in here. Well, there are a few buts in here. The cardstock, it may be not the worst, but one of the mistakes, as you can see in here, it is something moved during the printing, only this one card, but that's actually not so a big deal. As I have mentioned before, the deck wasn't used that much in the past, and as you can see, some of all of the cards are actually scratched all the way at the edges, and you can see it from both ends. And as in the feeling, the cards feels rather smooth, and it's really nice, and the images of the back are not damaged at all, but the edges are really really scratched, and as I have mentioned already twice before, I haven't used it that much. So anywho, the backs are not reversible if somebody is planning to use the Osho Zen Tarot as a regular tarot deck, but these are the backs. Nevertheless, the images, the pictures on this deck are really, really, really beautiful. There are only few cards named like a regular tarot cards, and Fool is one of them. This is the Fool. Of course, they are numbered as well. Below you will have, I have also seen the German version. Below you have the keyword. In this particular case, it says the Fool. As a magician, it says existence. And this is actually my day card, as I have, I'm soon approaching into my birthday, and I have decided, okay, I think maybe it's going to be a good time to start a day card as well, not only as a month card. And this is my day card, existence. This is the High Priestess. It's called Inner Voice. It's a beautiful card. Number 3, it's creativity. rebellion as an emperor. 5, this is interesting, nothingness, and it's literally nothing in here. And it's going to be quite interesting to see what does it say. Just a short, I hope I can translate it live. Buddha has chosen one of the most important words, shunyata, and it's actually mean nothingness. And this nothing doesn't have its own beauty within himself. Therefore, it is nothing. But this nothing is also everything. It was just a fragment, and just to show you a little bit information of the book, unfortunately the book has a black and white images in here, but at least it has them. And there is an explanation or the meaning of the card, but it's also a comment to every single card. And this is really great. So this is nothing. Lovers is another card named exactly like a regular tarot deck of tarot cards. And these lovers are beautiful. This is a beautiful card. Number 7 is awareness. Courage. Loneliness. Well, sometimes we need to be alone with ourselves. This is Wheel of Fortune, no surprise here. Beautifully shown 4 seasons, 12 zodiac signs. It's called Change. Breakthrough. Number 12, as a hangman, it's called New Vision. And actually I would find it very much corresponding into the new vision. You have to hang, or you have to stop whatever you are doing and think it through and try to see if you have a new vision for it. For a second I was thinking of, yeah, this is change and this is change. Well, actually this is transformation. When I was just quickly reading it at the beginning, this is the death card, and this is one of the cards that I was thinking, okay, it's not so scary, no skeletons in here. The transformation within, I don't know, inner self or outer self. Integration. Number 15 is conditioning. Lightning. The silence. This is beautiful card. Previous lives. Look at 2 lizards in here. It looks like an hourglass. Innocence. Beyond illusions. It is really nice. I think it is the card from the cover of the book. Yeah, that's the card from the cover of the book. Beyond illusions. This is the world, completion. It's like the last puzzle in the place of the third eye. It is a really completion. And here in this deck, in a major arcana, we have a surprise. There is one more card, and it's called the Master. Yeah, it's the only deck I have been aware of that it has one more card, but it's not a master as he's gathering students all around himself, and he's the master, not the master of all world. He's the master of himself, and therefore a lot of people could learn a lot from him. This was just a few words about the explanation in the book. And there we go to the 4 colors of 4 elements, suits of the deck, and these are it's called the fire, meaning the wands. The Ace of Wands is the source, possibilities. Yeah. This is my month card. I have drawn this one card as an August card, and it's called Experiencing. And I would like to just read, well, first of all, I have noticed, just let me find, it's 98. I have noticed that there are two different names in here. It's in the deck, it's called, in other words, I mean, both of the words meaning almost the same, but in the book it means literally experiencing. And it's just have a few words in here I would like to read for you. And for me, it's going to be, it is a really beautiful card for the month of August. Just look around and look in the child's eyes, or your beloved person, mother, friend, or arm, embrace the tree. Put your arms around the tree. Have you ever hugged the tree? Oh, sorry, I was just reading it. Put your arms around the tree, and one day you understand that this is not the only you who is embracing the tree, but the tree is reacting and trying to put his arm or its arms around you as well. It's really a lot of information you can get from here, and this is just a fragment of the description. But in this deck, in this book, you can also see a comment in here, and it says something very, very nice. Experiencing, it is something that you can write in your note, catch in a film, or put in your album. Experiencing, this is the feeling of miracle, the gentle touch of our connection with everything what is surrounding us. I think it's a really beautiful card for me as a month card. So this is experiencing. Participating. This is also a beautiful card. There are 4 people sitting here. One hand they have directed upwards. The left is actually the other way around. One for receiving, for offering, another one for giving. It is really beautiful card. Totality as a 5 of fire. Success. Stress. Yeah, like balancing on the balloon when somebody or the monkey is trying to pierce it. Traveling. Exhausted. This is suppression, the 10 of fire. Suppression, you feel suppressed. And the court cards in here are also, I'll just show you. They are also direct, they have arrows in here. The page, having fun, the arrow is on the right. The knight, intensity, the arrow is on the left. The queen, sharing, the arrow is down. And the king, creator, the arrow is up. Then we come to another suit, and it's called emotions, yeah, the cups. This is the ace, and it's actually go with the flow. Maybe not with the flow, it means literally go with the stream. Friendship. Celebrating, turning into your inner self, holding to the past too much, I suspect. This is 5 of cups or 5 of water. Dreaming, projections. I like this card very much. Let it happen. Simply, let it happen. Laziness. Well, actually, the 9 of Cups, I never counted as a laziness, but I always thought about this card that you have achieved a success and then you feel like you don't have to do anything. Then you feel like you are authorized to sit and doing nothing, rest and being happy from what you have. Maybe that's why it's called laziness in here, because we all know that we have to work every single day for our success, even when we have it, or when we have achieved it, our goal, then we have to work even harder or furthermore. The 10 is harmony. And here are the court cards. It's the understanding as a page. The knight is trusting. This is a special card for me. It is a queen. Yeah, queen and a king. Receiving and healing. But this card is actually, it is a little special for me because not so long time ago, I had a wonderful session with a person who has some one major issue and question we were discussing through the time. And at the end, she has asked me, can you sum it up somehow? Can you, I don't know, she didn't know how to call it, but she wanted to have some final statement or sentence. And then I was just thinking, oh my gosh, the Osho Zen Tarot is actually fantastic for this purpose. And this card, when I was shuffling my Osho Zen deck, this card popped up. So, as I call it, this is the jumper. And it was so adequate to the conversation. Receiving, we are sometimes so much closed for receiving. And that's why in the image in here, you can't see the head, you can see the lotus flower, because we have to close our eyes. We have to switch off sometimes our logical part and logical thinking to being able to receive what is the world have to offer us. And it is amazing. It is amazing how it was suitable to the subject of our conversation. So I have decided every single time I'm going to use the card for the people, I will definitely at the end do the oracle. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it oracle deck. I will draw one card and give the sentence. It is really perfect for this purpose. So this was the receiving and the king. Healing. Then we have the clouds, as they called in this companion book, meaning the swords, the air. Awareness, as a ace of swords, or ace of clouds. Schizophrenia, I don't know if this is the right way to say it. Look at this person hanging between two blocks, much higher than the clouds. Isolation or isolation as a 3. This I would call or translate it procrastination or procrastinating. Comparison. There's an old tree and the bamboo. We know that the tree, to become such a huge one, it needs many years. Bamboo grows much faster, so sometimes there is no sense to compare ourselves with another. A burden. When you're carrying something. These are still the clouds, so of course you can mostly understand it as you have a burden in your mind. You are thinking you are carrying too much weight in your mind. The politic. Being sneaky, like a rattlesnake in here, putting a mask on your face, pretending somebody you are not. Feeling guilty. Regret as a 9 of clouds. Rebirth, I think you would call it. And then we have a court cards of the clouds. The page is a mind. The knight is the fight. The queen is morality. Interesting card, to be honest. You can read it in many levels. And control. And then we have one last color. They call it rainbows in the companion book. These are the earth element, and these are the pentacles. The ace is the maturity from one moment to another moment. These are the two. Leading or guidance, I would say, guidance. And this is the miser. Yeah, she's holding all the treasures for herself, and she doesn't want it to share it with another. An outsider. The compromise. The Six of Pentacles. And this is a beautiful card. Patience. With a moon face, a pregnant lady, sitting very calm and quiet. It's a beautiful card. Ordinariness. Or being ordinary. Sometimes we forget to cherish the simple things in our life. Being ready. And this is the 10. We are the world. Yes, we are. And the court cards. The page is adventure. The knight is actually slowing down. The turtle is just telling us to slow down. Blooming is the queen. And the last card I was talking at the beginning, which the print is a little twisted, is abundance. I can just tell you that I have discovered this deck one more time. So if you have the deck and you don't feel that you resonate with it, please give it another chance, because with the experience we are getting through the years, sometimes the cards that we have that didn't resonate with us, they finally start to work and talk to us. And I can definitely recommend this Osho Zen Tarot, as it's called here in the book, Transcendental Zen Game. And you could, of course, use it as a regular tarot deck, but I'm really, I'm starting to use it as an oracle deck, and it's really gives me a lot of beautiful informations. And when you wanted to have a closure with your reading, this deck is really great to do that. Okay, thank you very much for your time and for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.